Hey everyone. So basically I just finished up the proofreading wildfire vlogs earlier tonight because I was editing the fifth one, realized I didn't finish it off, so I recorded a sixth recording. It was supposed to be the end of that one, but I talked for 10 minutes, and so I made that sixth one its own video. And I need more to get me through to Wildfire's release, because Wildfire is launching on February 27th now instead of the 13th, which means I have 3 extra Wednesdays of vlogs that I want to do to keep up the hype every week. To keep up the hype until it's released, basically. I'm having technical issues. Give me a second. Okay, anyways, to keep up the hype until it's released at the end of February. And I thought I was going to have like 10 episodes, but it turned out that because I was able to put like 3 days per episode, I did it in 5, which it happens, like whatever. And on top of that, proofreading Earthquake and Volcano has now become high intensity. And I'm like, well, I'm stressing, so this would be good footage. Like, I'm kind of like not really stressed, but it's just a little bit more intense than I thought it would be, if that makes any sense. So I kind of explained a little bit of this in the last video. Basically, because Wildfire's launch is supposed to be delayed until the 27th. Got on KDP, you get penalized if you delay more than once. And I think it's for any book, and you never know when I may need that in the future. So basically what I've decided to do is I'm going to delay it if I need to. Like, say February comes around and I'm still on Earthquake, still on Volcano. I haven't implemented the edits yet. I don't think I'm going fast enough, that sort of thing. If February comes around and I'm still pressing to get these done before the 13th, then I will go ahead and delay it. And basically that. But between now, it's technically the 19th of January for me, but I haven't gone to bed yet, so it's the 18th of January for me, at 1:50 in the morning. But between now and the end of this month and the 1st of February, I'm going to be proofing, implementing the edits. I'm going to push myself to get it done before the 1st of February. That way I have those 13 days to get the series ready for the launch on the 13th, so I don't have to use that one delay that I have. You only have one delay. So I have to save it in case I absolutely need it for something else. And so, granted, you could argue I need it now. But because of that, I'm like, okay, well, I might as well film this because it is something that I'm learning as I go, because I've never delayed a pre-order before. Even pre-ordering, can't remember when they did that, but it's just all new. And because I'm experiencing this, a lot of these vlogs are me showing you guys my process as I edit or proofread or write a book, and showing you the process that I use to entertain you and to teach any other writers who are out there who want to do the same thing, to learn as I go, to show you guys all the mistakes and fumbles and kind of funny situations I find myself in. I always find them, and I found myself in some ones, like when I was editing Rogue, I almost gave up on it. I'll have that as a card here. Editing Wildfire, I don't think I got into it at first, but then I did. And then proofreading Wildfire, which I just got through doing, was also kind of I was doing it for a strict deadline because I wanted to release it in November. And then at the end of it, I realized, oh, I need to wait till February so my reviewers can have time to do it. And now I'm like, well, I need to edit the rest of the series. And I wasted December and January and didn't do that. So this is basically me paying the price for not getting my work done. So I want to do this vlog to show all of that, plus it'll give me extra footage if I have to delay it. If I don't have to delay it, it's going to be funny because then I'll have this extra footage. And, I mean, that can still keep the hype going after it's released, so it's still beneficial either way. Basically, yeah. So I want to talk about Earthquake now that I figured this out. Oh, I said all that to explain to you what's going on, and to say I don't know what I'm calling this because it's not technically a separate series. It is because I'm not proofreading Wildfire anymore, but I'm proofreading Calamity's Hope and getting ready for Wildfire's release and getting the Calamity's Hope series ready for release, if that makes sense. So I'm probably going to title this something along those lines. Hopefully I'll come up with something clever by the time I release this video to you guys. Preparing Calamity's Hope for release. Day 1. technically, because this is day 1, January 18th. It's 1:53 a.m. I've actually already done a chapter today. So this is the proof of earthquake. I started reading it sometime back in December, and then there were so many edits. All the yellow ones are edits. All the pink ones are character quirks. Because I realized I didn't mark them in Volcano or in Wildfire. But in this one, there's all kinds of moments that are like part of a character's personality. And because I'm gearing toward the final book, I'm going to need to remember all the character quirks for all the earlier books. So I'm helping myself out by doing it in this one. So those are character quirks. Those are going to stay. The yellow ones are all edits. And when I got around to Earthquake, I was finding no less than 10 per page. And I'm like, this is crazy. I don't know how I missed all of this. I'm kind of ashamed, but at least I'm getting it ready now. And between that and just, I didn't think the romance, I read it right after Wildfire, and Wildfire is so good, you guys. I think it's one of my best books ever. Definitely my best contemporary romance book I've ever written before. It didn't hold up, in my opinion. And I was really harsh on myself. I was really intimidated, so I stopped proofreading it. And then this week, I randomly got back into it, and I did a chapter, and then the next night I had some, I think I've already explained to you guys, we had issues with the PDFs. Somebody didn't like the Christian part of Wildfire. This one's even worse. Not really worse, because it's Christian stuff. And this one's even more heavy with the Christian stuff. That one's heavy in the sense that one of the characters, Natalie, is not saved, and so her and Andrew talk about the belief, like whether God exists or not, a lot in that one. In this one, they're both Christians, and they're both in a town that is not Christian, and they both feel very alone. And so there's a lot of Christian stuff in that aspect. And so I always thought that Earthquake would make people mad, not Wildfire. But here we are. Needless to say, yesterday that intimidated me, so I gave up. I stopped and didn't do anything. So today, my sister worked, and I was able to get a chapter done. So I did chapter 7, and then while I was editing the last 2 episodes in the Proofing Wildfire series, which turned into the last 3 episodes, episode 4, 5, and 6, while the videos were rendering, I started editing chapter 8. And proofing, not editing. At this point, it's pretty much editing, though. So I started proofing chapter 8, and I stopped in the middle of it because my husband came home and we did dinner. So my goal is to finish chapter 8 and go from there if I feel like doing more. It's 2 a.m., so I don't know if I'm going to do more than that or not. But I'm going to do as much as I can, and we'll go from there. I'm getting to the part where the romance is getting good, so I'm not as intimidated anymore. I've had some time and distance away from Wildfire. I've had some time and distance away from Earthquake. I feel a little bit more energized mentally about this series, whereas yesterday I was kind of just bummed and ready to give up on everything. But I feel reinvigorated, I think is the word I'm looking for. So I'm going to take this to the couch my sister got me this for Christmas, and I don't know how to use it. I'm ashamed to say that. So I'm going to have to get her help tomorrow. But essentially, you put it on your book somehow. I'm thinking it has to do with this thing, but I don't know. It clips onto your book, and it holds your things to annotate. Now, mine, the ones that come with it are different colors. And because I already chose the colors for Earthquake, mine are just sitting on here. I don't know how to get them to stick on there. With the pre-made ones, I don't want to ruin the pre-made ones that came with it. I will be using those for Volcano, though. So for now, they just sit on there, but it's still handy, and it holds my pen. I don't know if I'm supposed to be doing it that way, but I use it to hold my pen. So this is it's easier to carry. So I'm just kind of setting it in my book, and with my pen, well, normally I would clip the pen in there, and it's easier to carry over to the couch. So that's essentially what I'm doing, and using that until I can remember to ask my sister to show me how to use it. So I just finished the Proofreading Wildfire day episode 5. I'm going to do episode 6 real quick, which shouldn't take me too long because it was just a 10-minute video I just recorded earlier tonight. And then I'm going to proofread Earthquake, and I'll check in with you guys later. And I'm excited to vlog again because I haven't vlogged since I finished editing Immortal sometime last week. And I was like, I'm doing a lot. Like, I had a couple of days where I was like, I don't have anything to do. And I took them to rest because I'd burned out. And then I started really heavily marketing and preparing for the Valiant series rebranding and just marketing. I'm doing so much, but I'm not vlogging about it, and it feels weird. So I'm happy to be vlogging again. But yeah, I need to stop babbling and get to work so I can get to work, if that makes any sense. Check in with you guys later. Thought I would do a little bit of a montage. This is the lighting I like, so just get some nice ambience going on. And I'm waiting for the auto captions to come on to work, so Did I put my bookmark on the wrong page? Oh, I haven't even gone to my bookmark yet. I'm a dummy. Auto captions work, so now I'm gonna pause this for a second, go through the video, or end this for a second in the video, and then when it's exporting I'll head to the couch. Hey guys, so I think there's a winter storm going on outside because the wind was blowing really hard earlier, but I just finished chapter 8, so I'm on chapter 9. I don't know if you can see that or not. Lost my bookmark. I'm so tired I don't even know what that's called anymore. So yeah, this last 2 pages, well, by 2 pages there's 2 lines on the next page, so 22 mistakes, guys. Like, this is insane. I don't know why I never like proofread this stuff before. Like, I have learned so much about editing because this came out in, I don't remember what year. Oh, I have the copyright page at the front of this book. I'm such a moron. 2022. Yeah, I've learned so much in 2023. Like, it's insane. And again, I'm terrible at editing my own books anyway. I've always been better at editing for my clients. But anyways, literally 22 mistakes in this page alone. And as you can see from the scribbles, like, I changed up some of what I was going to say here. And I don't know, I just felt like the scene, I'm starting to get that intimidation from Wildfire again, because I feel like, I don't know if my writing was just way better when I wrote Wildfire, because I wrote this book in 2020, and not that my writing was bad in 2020, but I've grown a lot these last few years, and the idea itself, like, I outlined this one in Volcano. Volcano was worked on with me and my group and my friends and my cousin, and like, we all had so much fun working on it together. This one was like a random idea that I had that was like kind of part of the same thing, the same series, and I worked on it like by myself, and so I don't know, it feels like it doesn't hold up. And then, I mean, Wildfire was too, but that's been 2022, 2023 writing, and this was 2020 writing with 2022 editing brain, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I feel like it's showing a little bit. I feel like it's telling, and so my character in this scene is coming off as childish, at least to me. And like, I'm not feeling anything. It's supposed to be a dramatic scene, and I feel nothing. I don't know, because I haven't reread it very much either, so it's not a repetitive thing like it would be with like Hunter, for example. So I don't know what to do to fix it, but I've added some suggestions. I'm going to make another note at the bottom, just really big, in big bold letters. Show, don't tell. So yeah, but that's 2 chapters for today. So I don't know if I can do this. I've got 27 chapters in Volcano. I don't know why I pointed over there, because I don't have Volcano over there. 27 chapters in that one. And then there was 13 left in this one, so now there's 12 left. So I'm going to have to redo the math and see how many chapters a day I'm going to have to do to get it done by February 1st. Like, oh, this is insane, guys. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this one. Every time I say that, I get it done, and then I postponed it anyways. Oh, I don't know. But it's like it's like 2:50, I think, or something like that. I don't know. But anyways, it's almost 3 a.m., so I feel like I should stop there. Let me see how long chapter 9 is, because if it's short, I may... Of course, it's not short. This book, nothing is short in here. Alright, page 100 to 114. At least that makes it clear for me. So that'd be 113 pages. Not 113 pages, just 13 pages. I don't know. I'm tired. At this point, I'm probably not going to be doing myself any favors if I edited. So that's it for tonight. I will check in with you guys next time. So this was day 1 of trying to get this Calamity's Hope series together. January 18th. check in with you guys next time. It's 3:04 a.m. and I was going to wind down, as you can see, because I took down my hair so that I could like lean my neck back as I relaxed and watched YouTube or something. But I calculated it between now and the 1st of February, given that I have 39 chapters in both book, putting Earthquake and Volcano together, I need to do 3.3 chapters every day to get it done. So, and that's starting tomorrow, because I started from tomorrow, essentially. I'm probably not making any sense, but so basically I've decided to do one more chapter and then wind down, and I'm gonna regret it, but I need to get this done. I couldn't just sit back, relax, and watch YouTube with this pressing over me. Like, this is driving me crazy. So I need to get this done. So I'm just gonna keep working, and I'll check in with you guys later. It's 3:41, and I just want to point out the fact that I have 69 literal edits on these 2 pages. Like, what is, like, look at this mess. I'm only on page 109. It's almost 4 a.m. and I still have several more pages to go. I have my pen in my mouth, which is why I have a lisp. But, like, this is a disaster. Okay, I finally got to chapter 10, and it's 3:50 something, so it's 4 a.m., so I have an hour and a half to wind down for the evening. This chapter 9 was a doozy and a mess, but I fixed it, and I promise that this book is worth reading. I swear. I'm going to make a video all about why you should read these books. Even though they're a mess right now, I promise you I'm fixing them. I'm working hard. Please buy the book. I'm working so hard. I'll check in with you guys later. I'm crazy right now. And by crazy, I mean sleep deprived, and I just knocked all of my these things to the ground, so now I gotta pick them up. I'm tired and exhausted. I'll see you guys tomorrow.